A very mind-opening good evening to all. I'm gonna read the most important part of my short story until now. It's not yet finished, but hopefully that will reflect at least to one person somewhere out there. If it reflects to even one person, I'm more than happy. Because this type of content is not fine-tuning with majority of people. It's not that appealing. It's not of interest of the multitude. It's not even comprehensible or like maybe something familiar in types of experience to most people. But without further ado, I'm gonna read it. So, further away in the hyperloop, he then realized his inner reality was a subjective reflection of the objective outer world, yet influencing it to a great extent, especially here in the hyperloop, a world free of our usual sensory perception, a world free of the subjectivism of others. Reality is bigger than that, but the hyperloop he was experiencing exponential magnetic growth of the law of attraction. He speculated it was a forced simulation, yet what he imagined was what is real. His most secret suppressed desires, his most intimate thoughts, societal and conventional reactions, they all appeared in front of him. At all means necessary, he avoided fear. Not only to avoid the havoc of his darkest nightmares being materialized in front of him, but because it was the most rigid limit. The lowest type of energy, a representation of self-constraint and emotion he now just felt more than ever he had to avoid like the cancer. Only if he could stop and reflect these new insights. If he could, he would have stopped and gasped out of air. And gasped out of air, he would celebrate the breaking of his shackles. Most ineffable aesthetic grace of empowerment come only after eradicating fear and its roots in our subconscious. But this novel experience engraved such power that any movement was out of his motor control, unlike his mind, which strictly controlled the surroundings. Yet not the movement. It was a whirlwind of lightning speed, movement at the rate of hyperdimensional concurrent quantum constant that would only exponentially accelerate. He struggled, but at the end he let loose of any attempt for motor control. Surely that was the most appropriate decision, as then the lucid polychromatic discharge of the most beautiful and the most real fragmented shapes compiled to a point of overwhelming ecstasy that shook his entire being to the very particle, to the deepest depths of his being and beyond the perceived self, surfacing ego, beyond the inner self, beyond the depths of his cultural operational system, beyond the collectively installed apprehension of right and wrong, beyond the very dark realms of the universe like subconscious or mind. Okay, that's yet to be finished. Hopefully somebody benefited from this chapter. Why is it important? I don't know. It'll be between the lines and you realize, of course, it's a highly censored platform. I cannot speak my mind, but I can speak in metaphors and comparisons.